Your career as a content creator would soon be over. But that's only if you don't learn how to use AI tools effectively to create whatever you want. And that's exactly what my channel is all about, teaching you how to use several AI tools and software. I can say with certainty that basic copywriting is officially dead with the birth of GPT-3. In this video, I'm going to briefly explore a few possibilities of GPT-3, from writing fictional conversations to generating entire YouTube video scripts and outlines. The possibilities of GPT-3 and its applications to content creation are too broad and cannot be covered in a single video. I'm just going to focus on some key areas that relates to social media content creation and video production. For the first test, I'm going to generate a dialogue between characters using GPT. I'm going to provide a scene, and GPT-3 is going to generate a conversation between the characters. Here's my text prompt. Williams had just been diagnosed with terminal cancer. His two siblings, Bonetta and Henry, had come to visit him in the hospital. I want the AI to generate a dialogue between the characters as they try to comfort Williams. For the sake of this video, I limited the output to 200 words. One thing I love about GPT-3 is that you talk to it just as you'll talk to any of your friends. The conversation is natural and doesn't require any specific tags or special syntax. As you can see, the AI really understands the concept and has produced output that's similar to a real-world scenario. It seems to understand how the scene should be and what the conversation should be all about. I'm going to push my imagination up a little bit. What if the conversation was between a human and an animal? Let me try this scene. Between Lumumba the deer hunter and the magical talking deer. I'll hit enter and wait for the output. The generated output looks like what you'd see in a typical African fiction. The introduction of the spirits and the gods as the deer talks to Lumumba makes it unique to African style of fiction. If I didn't include Africa or something related, it wouldn't generate something like this. For this test, I'm going to give a brief summary of what the story is all about and then ask GPT-3 to expand it to as many words as I want. For the sake of the video, I'm going to limit it to 200 words. So I want the AI to imagine a story about Lulu, a 5-year-old boy who lives with his parents on a chicken farm. He wanders off into the forest in search of his chicken one evening, and then mistakenly steps into a time portal that takes him to 200 years into the future. This is a reasonable output. It's not bad for a fictional story, but you get the point. You'll need to be as specific as possible if you want some really unique storyline. So, what about writing an instructional guide if you produce educational content for YouTube? If you have a software, a service, or an equipment, and you want to find the best possible way to write some detailed but easy to understand instructional manual in several different tones, this AI software can do a perfect job. All you have to do is give all the details and description of how your product or service works and the necessary steps that should be taken to achieve specific results. The AI is going to analyze this and write an instructional guide for anyone in any language, style, or tone. I used the uninstallation of Windows 8 and installation of Windows 11 onto a computer as an example of how the results could look like. Also, if you have an educational channel that teaches people complex topics, you can use ChatGPT-3 to teach yourself how to present the complex topics in an easy-to-understand way, by anyone, at any level of understanding. An example is what you can see on the screen. I asked ChatGPT to write an explanation on how a phone screen works to display colors and moving pictures in a way that could be understood by an 8-year-old child. This explanation generated by GPT is very easy to understand by anyone. So let's talk about generating YouTube video ideas. If you have an idea of the type of YouTube video you want to make, this process is going to be a lot easier. Let's assume that I want to create video contents on augmented reality. All I have to do is give ChatGPT-3 my ideas, like generate YouTube video ideas about the development of augmented reality. I'll also be specific by telling the AI the interests of the people I am making the video for. For this, I'll target tech enthusiasts. As you can see, the outputs are not so bad after all. Let's say I want to make the same video for gaming fans and for those who are interested in video games. All I have to do is change the tech enthusiasts to gamers. And there we have it. I now have 10 video ideas which are likely to interest gamers. I could still use GPT-3 to improve upon the video ideas. Let me generate 8 catchy and brief YouTube video topics on the future of the metaverse and endless opportunities it could provide for ordinary people as well as businesses. As you can see, ChatGPT-3 has generated some nice video topics for my YouTube channel if I had one in this niche. So I'm going to ask it to write the video outline for a YouTube video on number 5. you can see that it did a good job. I could go on to expand each section with GPT-3 one by one until I get to the final section. Let me try to generate some brand names for a YouTube channel just like Digital Tutor, where we review AI tools and software, and also make tutorials on content creation. I was curious to know what the AI would produce, and it came up with this list of 10 brand names. Let me also try writing out brand names for a tech YouTube channel just like MKBHD or Mr. Who's the Boss channel. And here's the list of 10 potential brand names for anyone who wants to start a tech YouTube channel. I'm really hoping that you can see the potential of this tool to help you launch and create content for your YouTube channel. You don't have to worry about coming up with basic video ideas and writing foundational video scripts. To conclude this test, I'm going to ask GPT-3 to write an attention-grabbing script for a 15 seconds TikTok video on the topic GPT-3 and the future of copywriting. Here's the script. In conclusion, it's possible that there's a bunch of businesses and YouTube channels that would launch and scale their brand by next year with just this AI tool. I'm going to also go in depth on content creation with ChatGPT-3 AI. Click the subscribe button so that you get notified whenever I upload videos on my progress. Thanks for watching.